Welcome back, everyone. You know, Bridge House Grace House is an organization that helps people on their road to recovery. And in order for them to continue their services, they need to have some type of revenue coming in. And this morning, I'm out here at their used car lot to learn a little bit more about how it works and how it helps people on their road to recovery. Joining me now is Mr. Dennis Farmer. He is the Director of Used Car Operations. Welcome, my good sir.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for having us here in the car lot. As you can see, people are working right now, and let me just say, I find this completely fascinating. Please explain how this used car lot works.
Yeah, so, you know, we've been doing this for quite a while, and we have generous support from the community. And the way it works is, you know, a donation will come in one of two ways. It'll come in either through an email, which comes to my desk, and I'll print it out and give it to my dispatcher, Brett, or the donor can just call directly to the dispatcher's desk. But either way, we begin the process right there.
It's so fascinating. You all take donations from the community, like you just said. I think that's amazing. What are the requirements on what types of cars you all take and accept?
So we will take anything, car or truck, pickup truck, van, as long as there's a title for it and the person making the donation is the title holder.
Got it.
Right.
So it could have a few broken things and you all will take it?
Absolutely. We don't care if it's flooded, caught fire, you know, motor blown, bad transmission, because for us, it's a source of revenue for the program, and that's what we want. Revenue.
And once you all take the car in, you all fix it up?
Right. So basically, the car will come in, and I will make a determination as to what we're going to do with the vehicle. So we'll either retail it, wholesale it, or part it out. So I look at it, I find out what's wrong with it, what are the repairs, I look at the year, make, the model, the I take a lot of things into consideration. And then based on that and my experience, I will determine what we're going to do with the vehicle.
Got it. And once it's all nice and fixed, if it can be fixed, you all then sell it to somebody?
Right. So we're very particular about what we sell to the public. In fact, a small percentage of the vehicles we get in are sold or retailed to the public. Again, we are very careful about what we sell to the public. So if I believe that a vehicle passes the test, everything is repaired, and it's a good running, solid vehicle. Again, these are used cars, so I mean, even then, you know, anything could happen, but we try to be very careful about what we sell to the public.
It really is a fascinating stream of revenue for you all, and I'll say what I think I love the most about this used car lot is that many of the people who work on the cars are residents of Bridge House Grace House. Please explain a little bit about how that helps those people who are on their road to recovery.
Sure. So, you know, a lot of so I'm in recovery myself, and I was a resident / client of Bridge House, so I'll just share a little bit of my experience.
Sure, please.
So I came into Bridge House, and I have not been able to maintain a job for any period of time due to my addiction. I would start at a new job, things would go well, and by the first or second paycheck, you know, all hell would break loose, so to speak, and I would just not go to work. And so that was a pattern for a number of years. And so I come to Bridge House, and after the stabilization period, which is the first period you go through in treatment at Bridge House, they assign you to different work sites. And I was assigned to the car lot. And I had some previous experience as a car salesman, so I had some knowledge of the business. And that's kind of how I got my foot in the door. And then when I completed treatment, I was offered a full-time position.
And now you're the director,
and now I'm
which
the
is
director.
Amazing, helping out the next generation of people who need to recover. How did that help you out personally, having a job like this?
Well, it helped out tremendous because I needed structure in my life, especially early on in recovery. I needed, you know, something that I could count on every day and that I was being held accountable for and I was responsible for. And so it just, you know, those were 8 hours of the day where I wasn't thinking about, you know, using substances. And then when I would leave work, of course, I would go to my recovery meetings and so forth. But it's such a big part of early recovery.
You really do have an amazing story, and I want to talk a little bit more about the people who work on these cars. Are these mechanics in the past? How do they learn to fix the things on cars?
So when we come into treatment at Bridge House, when we're nearing the end of the first phase, again, stabilization, there's a vocational counselor over there, and she calls everybody in when it's their time and does an interview. Kind of finds out, what's your history, employment history. Do you have, any experience doing whatever? And so, someone will come in maybe and say, I was a mechanic, an auto mechanic for 20 years, and I haven't been able to do it because of my addiction. And so that I would get a call or an email from the vocational counselor saying, hey, I have a guy in the house who has some history, some experience as a mechanic. Are you interested? And of course, always
so that
interested.
helps with the placement.
That helps with the placement.
It is a fascinating story, and your story as well is such an inspiring one. Dennis, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Absolutely.
Thank you for all that you do. And hey, if you want more information on how you can donate a car to Bridge House Grace House, head over to bridgehouse.org. They're located at 4243 Earhart Boulevard. And if you want to donate by phone, give a call to 504-598-3355. Stay right there, everyone. We'll be right back.